Hey, good evening. If you're a hardworking parent who feels like you are doing everything right, like working hard, paying bills on time, looking after your family as a protector and provider, yet still feeling like life is getting smaller, budgeting too much, and instead of getting bigger, instead of expanding, in that case, this session is for you. Not because you need another motivational speech, but because today we are going to expose one thing that quietly keeps millions of hardworking parents, the families stuck. It's called the choice gap.
Yeah, I want to talk about ourselves first. As parents ourselves, like us, we understand very much what is responsibility. We also truly understand what's mortgages, and we understand what wanting security for our children. But there's nothing wrong with the working hard, being responsible. The question is your hard work creating more choices
Yeah, more freedom.
every year, or is it just helping you to survive another year? That's the question. Many parents don't need more determination, they are very determined. They need another option,
Exactly.
and that's why we put that as a priority in today's conversation.
Yeah, because think about this. If your child suddenly says, if your kid suddenly says, Dad, can we go outside on this Wednesday together? What do you say? Can you simply say yes without a second thought? Or does your schedule or your calendar or your work
Yeah.
answers the child before you do? Oh, I must get an approval. I must get a permission like that. See, that isn't about love. It's about the choices, the freedom to be with your family at any time. Because many hardworking parents have become successful at earning but have very few choices and very few options to have a ownership of their life, to have the freedom to be with their family. The point is, the invisible cage isn't your job. The invisible cage is believing that selling more of your life, selling more of your time is the only option, is the only responsible way to earn money, to build your life, and to provide to your family. And that's where exactly where many people unknowingly stay stuck.
Yeah. Talking about ourselves again, we live that kind of life, isn't it?
Ourselves for
Yeah, yeah,
23
yeah.
years.
For 23 years, and not 1 or 2 years. We both believe that if we just worked harder or even more, everything will set all right. Everything will become easier.
Yeah, 23
Yes,
years,
and yeah,
60
together,
hours a week and
and
50
50
hours
hours
a
a
week.
week. But instead, what happened? First, the income grew. Actually, yeah, but
But we
also
sold
the
60
time,
hours a
yeah.
week and 50 hours a week. Keep it in mind.
Yeah, but the commitments also grew along with that. The responsibilities grew along with that. More and more pressure
Yeah.
every day, every week, every month. Until until one day we asked ourselves that very uncomfortable
Yeah.
question to
I remember
ourselves.
that.
Until then, yeah, everything just built up. What if the income structure is the problem and not our hard work? We were hardworking. And that one question changed everything, pretty much everything.
It started changing
Yeah,
everything.
because wealth doesn't begin when we start earning more. We totally understood that. It begins only when you gradually create more options, more choice to choose from.
That's a truth. And also, here is other truth I would like to highlight it here. Most people don't need another pay rise, another promotion, or another job, or another way of making money. They need a different long term income structure. The two, the one that isn't completely relying or depending on their busy time, on their active time. One which is not relying on their presence.
Yeah. True.
That's where the ownership, the time ownership, the life ownership starts. And the time ownership, to be with the family starts, the time freedom. And it's not going to happen overnight. It happens step by step.
Yeah, it takes time.
The tiger's tail, it means if you're holding the tiger's tail, most of them are unknowingly holding the tiger's tail, isn't your responsibilities. It is believing you have no other way to carry them. And by means of that, most of them end up in selling their time, hour by hour. The moment you question that belief that selling time is the only option, you know what? That's what happened to us. New possibilities starts becoming visible.
Yeah, more options and more choices and more opportunities become visible.
Exactly.
And coming to the end, so tonight I want to really want you to ask like three questions to yourself. It's very important to ask to yourself. First and foremost, who owns the best hours of my life in a day?
Every day.
Yeah, every day. Who owns the best hours of your life? Answer to yourself.
No need to top it the comment,
Yeah.
but for yourself. But if you're open, you can.
Yeah. Question number 2. Is my hard work creating more choices or more options or just adding more responsibilities? That's question number 2. Question number 3. This is very important. If nothing changes at all, what will be my family's life will look like in 3 or 5 years from now? If nothing changes. These are very powerful questions. Answer to yourself.
That too honestly. You know why?
Yeah.
That truth sets you free. So, if today's conversation, today's clarity especially, resonated, deeply related honestly to you, and you are not looking for another job or another short term income idea or relief, but you're responsibly open to seeing things different for a long term business, for a long term with a legit business, proven business structure that can gradually, not overnight, of course it's not, and you're not recommending any quick rates, but that can gradually create more options, more leverage, more choices, more time ownership to live every single day. Just comment choice. Yeah, choice is the right word. Just comment choice. We will send you the next step. No pressure, no convincing, just clarity. Get the clarity upfront. Because the biggest risk isn't taking a calculated risk or a calculated step. It is just procrastinating your life, postponing your life. It's spending another 5 years believing that you don't have any choice. Talk soon. We succeed together. Peace.